Hi guys, Diana here from Garden Love. So today I want to give you a tiny little tour of my garden and show you what's happening. I'm really excited to see a lot of blooms and a lot of fruit setting, and I want to show you each tree that seems pretty promising for a good harvest. We just started August and it's looking really good. So here we go. I'm going to start with my Mexican key lime. It looks amazing. It has a lot new growth, which I'm really excited because this will help even out the tree. But what I'm really excited about is all this tiny little fruit that's actually already growing. I don't know if you can see that. See that? And they're all over the place. And it's hard to see them because they're kind of camouflage. I mean, here's another big one. See, and they're all over the place. And this is one of my Mexican key lime. Here's my other Mexican key lime. And the same thing, there's lots and lots of fruit growing. Like for example, right here, there's a fruit right there. Can you see that? There's some more over here. Right here. There's a big one over here. I'm not sure if you can see that right there. So they are definitely preparing to get bigger and ready for harvesting. Right here I have a little cluster of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hi, Chesty. So, and there's more right there. There's more right here. So this is my Mexican key lime. Let's move on to another tree. This is my regular seedless lime, and I have some fruit on it. Here's one. I know there's another one hiding, but there is tiny little fruit coming. See that? There's some fruit setting there. There's some more fruit setting here, some more fruit setting here. Here's a bigger one right there. Let's see. And let's move on to the next one. My tomatoes actually have some fruit and a ton of little other flowers. So that looks very promising for a good harvest. And right here we have tons of new growth, and we have a lot of little fruit that I'm not sure if it's going to stay because this is a very young tree, but there's a lot of fruit hanging on, surprisingly. See that? And this is a mandarin. Yes, this is a mandarin. Okay, so let me show you some other trees. This is my mandarin. There is tons of blooms, tons of new growth, and a lot of fruit that seems to be sticking around. We will see what happens with it. So like I said, here we are in August, and look at my kaffir lime. It looks great. It has tons, I mean tons of fruit. Kaffir limes, and they look pretty big. I think I should be able to harvest this within a few weeks. And it also has new growth, and it's also blooming. See that? So it seems to be blooming and growing these little limes ongoing. So that's another promising fruit. Let's go to the next one. Now this one I am absolutely thrilled because I absolutely love pomegranates. It has a lot of fruit already, as you can see. Look at this big fruit. They're getting there. There's a giant one in here. And there's fruit all over this little tree. I'm super excited to harvest this. Probably harvest it in the next month. In September usually is when we harvest this angel red pomegranate. So that's another promising fruit tree that I have going in my backyard, in my garden. and there's more. So one more minute. Then I have these little oranges. They just keep growing. There's tons of them on here, and they keep blossoming. Look at these beautiful flowers. I mean, there's tiny little oranges, and then there's flowers, and then there's already fruit. So I have them in all stages. This plant also keeps on blossoming and setting fruit. So I'm really excited to harvest this fruit. Then one of my favorite citrus, it's the Meyer Lemon. Look at this. I got it this year. It already has fruit. It has like 5 fruit on this, here and here. It had tons of growth over the summer, and we had some flowering, but it all fell off, which is fine because there is plenty of fruit for the size of this tree. Okay, so this tree is also promising. Let's see. Let's move on to the next one. Alright guys, and here is my, I believe it was 5 or 7 peppers in one container. It's doing great. I already have some bell peppers, some orange bell peppers, sweet bell peppers. So I'm going to be harvesting those pretty soon. I have some more peppers coming in here, and the rest of the plants are flowering. See that? So that's very promising. My cherry tomato, I harvest a few of them, actually most of it like 4 days ago, and it still has some fruit that is maturing, and there's tons of little fruit that still going to be giving me a good harvest over the next month or so. So let's move on to this awesome chili plant. Alright guys, my chili plant that I made a video about. This chili plant has so many chilies. I mean, you can only see the red ones because the rest of them are camouflage, but there is tons and tons of chilies. I have it tucked away here in the back because this plant is kind of big. It's more like a chili tree, and it's a little wild, so I tuck it in this corner and come and harvest trees. I mean, I can harvest a ton. I should do a video about harvesting these chilies. Alright, so that's another promising plant. Let's move on to the next one. Alright guys, so here I have 3 dwarf pomegranates that have tons of flowers and tons of fruit. I don't know if you can see all this little fruit set in here. Now these might be only ornamental, but I'm going to try them this year. I'm going to see how good they taste because they are pretty big for being dwarf. Okay, now this 2 little Kumquat trees that I have are so resilient. I mean, these blossomed so many flowers, and then a heat wave came and all the flowers fell. But then a week or 2 later, it started blossoming again. I don't know if you can see all these blossoms here. And then I noticed that there was already fruit growing on this. You can see some there, and there's like a couple in this tree. A lot of blossoms, a lot of fruit already setting. Let me show you another one. Okay, here's the other one, and this one is growing so beautiful. It's my favorite one out of the 2. The way it took shape and the way it's growing is just absolutely beautiful. And this one is non-stop blossoming. I mean, right now the fruit already started to set. I don't know if you can see that here, but there is tons of fruit. I mean, everywhere I point you'll be able to see fruit. Do you see that? See that over here? And then there's flowers over here, right there. There's tons of flowers right there. I mean, this plant is full. It's going to be full of fruit, and I can't wait because my daughter Lily loves kumquats. See that? All right. Let me see if I can find some more fruiting plants. 1 second. Alright guys, this is the last plant I'm going to show you. It's my fig tree. I harvest most of the figs with the exception of this beauty that still needs to get ripened. This gave me, considering how small the plant is, it gave me a good load of figs. So I've had a good summer. All my plants are thriving, they're all producing, they're all growing, and I'm super excited to have all these beautiful plants and producing fruit for me and my family. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoy this. If you have any questions about any particular plant I showed you today, I would love to let you know what I've been doing to help them thrive and grow and produce. Okay, Diana here from Garden Love. Don't forget to comment and subscribe and share with your family and friends. You guys have a blessed day. Bye bye.